Hey guys, it's Scotty, and as many of you have noticed through pictures on the website and Facebook and stuff, I've lost a bunch of weight. In fact, I'm very proud to say that last week I hit the 150-pound mark that I have lost. And as this process has kind of gone along over the last year or so, many of you have said, man, how'd you do it? How'd you do it? And the question everybody wants to know, right? Well, I am here today to share the secret with you. I burned more calories than I ate. Sorry, that's all I've got. There was no program. There was no special diet. There were no pills that I was taking. For some reason, this time it clicked with me, and I got started. And I didn't start with 150 pounds in mind or these huge goals. I just kind of got started, and it kept going and it kept going, and people started noticing. People started asking. Well, I finally kind of got to the point where I was like, I like the fact that I have not used any programs or any products. Because when I do finally get to a point where I've lost a bunch of weight, that I can talk to you and say, you don't have to have those programs to do it. And I've got nothing against the programs. I've used them before, and I know they work well for a lot of people, work great for a lot of people. But there was just something about being able to say, you don't have to use that as an excuse. Because that's something that I've used as an excuse over many, many years of, battling weight. I can't afford that program, or I can't afford a trainer, and that was enough just to keep you from doing it. And again, I can't explain it to you about my motivation, but for some reason this time it clicked. And since so many of you have said, how did you do it? We thought, you know what? Let's start a blog. It's just going to be you and me, and we'll share stuff, and I'll tell you things that I have done. We'll talk about food. We'll talk about exercising. We will talk about going to the doctor, which is something I have not done for years. I want to thank Focus on Health Chiropractic. They're going to kind of be a sponsor of this because they were very important, because when I first started this, again, I was over 400 pounds. And when you're in your mid-40s and over 400 pounds and you start exercising, things are going to start hurting. And so I went to them, and they helped me tremendously to kind of get started and be able to keep going. So that's one of the things we'll talk about. I'll talk about some of the websites that I have used, some of the apps that I have used to help keep track of things. We'll talk about riding the bike. That's been a huge thing with me, but finding that exercise that you can do so it's maybe not so much like exercise. I want to talk about recipes and that sort of thing. And speaking of recipes, just looking at Twitter one day, I happened to see a retweet. This lady had a cookbook that was going to be coming out. And so I found the email address and sent it to her and said, hey, look, I'm a radio guy in the Midwest, lost a little bit of weight, was thinking about starting a blog. What would you think about maybe sending me some of your cookbooks to give away for promotion? She said it's a great idea. So we have those cookbooks. Gina Homolka, and I hope I'm saying it right, but it's the Skinny Taste Cookbook. What I love about this cookbook is, and I haven't dug into it deeply, but she has done what I was trying to do. Take foods I already like and try to figure out how to make them more healthy. And so the cool thing, thanks to Gina, she sent us a handful of these cookbooks, and I want to give you one. And what I want to do is to give some of these cookbooks away. You try a recipe or two. Let me know what you think. Let's share this stuff together. That's what this kind of deal is going to be all about. So leave a comment below if you're interested in the cookbook. We will just pick some winners. We'll give them out, and we hope that you will try them and see. And then again, just follow along. If you've had successes, if you have questions, I hope to get some professionals in here. I got to tell you, I am not a nutritionist, and I am not a trainer. The stuff that I have done, some people might recommend, some people not. It's just worked for me. And so that's all I know to share with you. And that's what this whole blog is going to be about. So just to get started, let's get started with the cookbook. If you want a copy of the Skinny Taste Cookbook, just leave a comment, and we'll give some of these babies away, and we'll hope that you'll just check back from time to time. We'll let you know on social media when there's a new blog up. Some will be videos, some will probably be sharing different stories, but I hope that you'll follow along with us, and I'll just kind of let you know what so far has worked for me.